What's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Thriller Thursday. Y'all know what time it is. I don't gotta keep explaining myself. My mom is upstairs and it's so loud. But today's episode is a little shorter just due to internet problems. I ain't gonna lie, my stream cut off mid-episode. It was annoying, but hopefully it's better this week. Hopefully I'll be able to produce more smoother stuff this week. And then it just shut off for a cool 5 minutes. I don't know if my brother kicked the router. I be thinking he be playing with me. It must be something like that. But yeah, that's the reason the episode's shorter. It's like a quick half an hour and some change, not too long. But I just want to give you a heads up. Yeah, hopefully all good. Hopefully it's taking care of yourself. You know, been looking good, man. I've been trying to look more dapper myself, man. I've been trying to take care of myself. Keep doing your thing. God bless. Stay pure. I'm out. Like I said last video, these 3 videos here are going to be the most interesting, I think, because they're the last 3 of the series, which makes the most sense. You know what I mean? I feel like everything's going to come together around these parts. I don't have the best memory of what's been going on, but I have a good memory for like the recent stuff. If it's like calling back on something back then, I might not remember it, so forgive me. But yeah, let's finish these up, and then we're gonna get to like a bonus video, and then we're skipping over Local 58. We're gonna come back to it. I want to do Gemini Home Entertainment because their videos dead scary. Get your food, get your popcorn, get your snacks. Shit, just get something, man. It's gonna be wild. So just have something to satisfy yourself with. Pause. You freak ass nigga. I'm not talking about that. All dark, all gone. Nah, man. See, I know this is not part of the video, but dog, why they show a dark-skinned brother? And I'm a dark-skinned brother. Was that a shot at me and him? I'm gonna let it slide. Bro.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's episode, we are going to be doing a get ready with me. I put up my hair. First, I start out by using niacinamide. Then I take my moisturizer mixed with the bronzing drops. Then I just mix that together and put it on my face. Okay, then I use my primer. Put that like under my eyes mostly, and then I use concealer and I just do like a little under my eyes, and then if there's like any spots, like dark spots. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's episode, we are going to be doing a get ready with me. I put up my hair. First, I start out by using niacinamide. Then I take my moisturizer mixed with the bronzing drops. Then I just mix that together and put it on my face. Okay, then I use my
Y'all seen that too, right?
Put that like under
little
my
glitch,
eyes.
little black and white, black in and out.
Then I use concealer and I just do like a little under my eyes. And then if there's like any spots, like dark spots. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's episode, we are going to be doing a get ready with me.
Okay, so I'm guessing it's just gonna get worse and worse every time it repeats. Cause it low-key looked like it just lost some saturations. You know, it's looking like it's going over to the black and white side a little bit. Like you took the saturation and put it down to like negative. You know what I mean?
I put up my hair. First, I start out by using niacinamide. Then I take my moisturizer mixed with the bronzing drops. Then I just mix that together and put it on my face. And then I use my primer, put that like under my eyes mostly. And then I use concealer and I just do like a little under my eyes.
Hold on, that was kind of hard though.
My primer, put that like under my eyes mostly. And then I use concealer.
Yeah.
And I just do like a
Oh
little
my.
under my eyes. And then if there's like any spots, like dark spots.
So it's just complete.
So we are gonna be doing a get ready with me. I put up my hair. First, I start out by using niacinamide. Then I take my moisturizer mixed with the bronzing drops. Then I just mix that together and put it on my face. Okay, then I use my primer. Put that like under my eyes mostly. And then I use concealer. And I just do like a little under my eyes. And then if there's like any spots, like dark spots. Today's episode, we are going to be doing a get ready with me. I put up my hair. First, I start out by using niacinamide. Then I take my moisturizer mixed with the bronzing drops. Then I just mix that together and put it on my face. Okay, then I...
Wait, what? Whoa, wait, what? Wait, what?
Then I...
Wait, how do you wait, what the? I'm like, wait, there's no way it's gonna change like that. It's just probably gonna be like, what the?
Welcome back to another video. In today's episode, we are going to be doing a get ready with me. I put up my hair. First, I start out by using niacinamide. Then I take my moisturizer, mixed with the bronzing drops, and I just mix that together and put it on my face.
Okay. Judging by how this footage came from TikTok in this universe, that would technically confirm that the Austinists are still roaming around in modern time. I was low-key thinking, I was like, yo, is it like after it kept repeating, was it like turning into an Austinite? Was it slowly turning into one, or was it already one this whole time after the first video? I was honestly expecting a jump scare. Like, I was like, yo, no way, bro. When the camera turned, I was expecting someone to look at me like this or some creepy ass shit, but that didn't happen. Thank God. How the hell is leading up to a jump scare without actually having one somehow more terrifying than if it actually had a jump scare? I don't know. The anticipation is crazy, bro. It's crazy. And when it don't go how you expected, then it's like, damn, you don't even know what to expect next, which makes it the scary part, because you're like, I don't know what's going to happen now. And we got part 2, which is way more longer. 10 minutes, 47 seconds. Whoa. I ain't even gonna say nothing. See, I'm not believing this warning here though. Like I doubt it's gonna be just recording equipment issues. And no, man, no. There's gonna be something deeper than that. They're just trying to misguide us. That's what I'm saying though. I'm not believing that. Come on, now. We ain't believing that, man. However, due to recent experience, I had a while performing work duties. I read that so wrong. Oh my gosh. However, due to a recent experience I had while performing work duties, okay, I believe that another type of generation laws is possible due to the outside influence. You can see that. When my emotions let me know the time is right, I'm going to conduct an experiment to test my theory. They're supposed to be testing it. Sound like some Link, like theme music. For research purposes, that it was being an educational religious cartoon aimed towards children. Okay. Sorry, food's in my mouth, I can't talk. I produced 3 copies of the original tape, each one copying off of the previous copy. Creating proper generation loss. I mean, I calculated this whole thing, bro. It's lonely at the shout tonight. But my intuition is telling me otherwise. It's time. Okay. Nope, excuse me. I'm about to say, why are you so close?
Guards were ordered to stay in front of the cave. 2 full days and nights passed. And then on the 3rd morning...
You hear something? Yeah, what is that? Hey, what's going on around here? How is that stone moving all by itself? Look!
It's Gabriel. I forgot the number. He said this was like Gen... It was like Gen 1, 5, and 11. Correct me if I'm wrong. I low-key... I might have messed with the first one. I know it was Gen 5 and 11 though, but... I think this is Gen 1 or something.
You hear something? Yeah, what is that? Hey, what's going on around here? How is that stone moving all by itself? Look!
Just then, some of Jesus' friends were on their way to visit the cave.
We have everything we need, right? Perfume, spices?
I think so. Now we just need to talk to the guards.
Yeah, nah, man. You ignoring that? Okay. Y'all heard that too, right? You just gonna put the next tape in? Alright, bro. Go ahead, bro. Do your thing, bro.
Just then, some of Jesus' friends were on their way to visit the cave.
What happened?
We have everything we need, right? Perfume, spices.
Bro, he just put the tape in. Oh, it's tweaking again.
Now we just need to talk to the guards. I hope they don't try to stop us.
Out of my way!
I wonder why they're running.
The cover had me thinking like this was an elevator, and y'all probably know where I was going with that. I thought it was an elevator and she was just there, like onto something, you know what I mean? Don't shut the lights off, bro. Why are you looking away first of all? Ay, ay, ay. This nigga's dumb. What's good, Pika? How you been, my boy? Bro, she about to be right in front of you, bro, when you... Oh, my gosh. Oh, let me just put the next tape in. Legit forgot it's Thursday, bro. I did, too. I know I did, too. As you can see, I started streaming like 30 minutes ago. I was supposed to start streaming like 8 o'clock, 7:30-ish. It was winter. Man, I was so tired. I'm like, yo, I gotta get this through, though. It's Thursday. I was like, bro, it's Thursday. I gotta get it through, bro. We gotta see it through. You're not gonna check on the girl that's at the door, though? Like, okay. Alright, bro. Sure. Let's act like she's not there, right? Let's just act like she's not there. Yeah. Something coming up, yo. Okay. What is going on? Shout out to everybody in the Patreon. Wow, what the fuck? So they just went through like some eternal screaming, like eternal suffering, dog. What the hell happened exactly? We already know that's a false prophet / God. I don't even want to imagine what happens to them though. What the hell? As a matter of fact, false took Jesus' place. Really? That's fact. That's fucking crazy. Although that doesn't mean Jesus is dead. He could be alive. Possibly. He could be, you know, they could just be holding him somewhere. Who knows? I don't feel like that would. I'm about to say he could be somewhere. I see that. All right. Let's emerge. How you doing, my boy? What? Okay, I thought I said active for young ones. I'm like, what? I'm like, that look crazy. Goma estas. You talking about goma? Bone apple tea. Facts. Hey, that's how you speak the language. I'm chilling. What you been up to though, bro? You been work? You work today? What y'all been up to, man? What y'all been up to? Wisconsin. I just graduated. I'm gonna be moving back with my aunt, but I have to look after my little cousin while she's at work. Anyone know of any fun activity to take the youngsters into the area? Hi, welcome to Babel. Is that how you pronounce it? Not super familiar with what's around here, but I remember where my mom would take me as a kid. Okay. Workshop Aquarium has always been awesome, and also that mega indoor playground in downtown Barra Lake. I'm about to butcher that. Also, that means fuck. Also, that Children's Museum next door, but don't go on the weekends. It gets crazy. Now I'm just vibing. I didn't get your noise for some reason. Yeah, I know. Twitch do be on that shit. Still have not proved you are in alternate row, or you are not in alternate row. Would an alternate row do this? Come on, bro. You think you think it's me, bro? You think it's me, bro? You really think it's me, bro? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Alternate row not doing that. He not doing that. Matter of fact, alternate row wouldn't even be. Damn, now he would be streaming. Oh my gosh. Oh, I deadass forgot I changed the emotes. I know you happy as shit. The thing is, people not gonna read it, but we just gonna, people that's been in here, they gonna know what it means. But I still don't get what we're gonna use this for. I really don't get it. But hey, it's in here. Hey, he really look like he enjoying himself, bro. Thanks for the quick response. I look into those places and ask the kiddos what they want to do. Okay. Bring a Lil Ro, unless Lil Ro also an alternate, and you have yourself an alternate family. See, I could bring him in right now. I could. I mean, you know, Lil Ro is gonna pop out. I like this one though. That emo, I gotta start using my own emotes. I'm gonna bring him in here real quick. Hold on. Tired, dude. I'm gonna tell him to come say hi. You know how you be talking. Lil Ro never gonna be an alternate, bro. He not going for that. Hey, Ro. Come say hi to the stream real quick. Come say hi to the stream real quick. Yeah. They want to say hi.
Hi, stream.
Do you? Hold on. Let me ask you. All right. So they're asking you. Tell us something only Rowbell would know. What is something only I would know?
I would know is I didn't. I slept late at night.
No. I mean, what is tell them something about me that only we would know.
So is it gonna be a secret?
It's not a secret. It's just only we would know because you live with me.
I'm your brother.
Nah, that's obvious. Everybody knows that. What is something they don't know that you know about me?
Some people almost took Rowbell to the orphanage before I was born.
Okay, that works. Yo, that was like when I was a baby. Oh my gosh. You were so deep. Okay, yeah, you won. You got it, bro. You got it. All right, let me sit down, okay? You can go back now. You gotta get in my chair, man. You gotta get in my chair. Come on. Yo, you have been redeemed. Yo, that's crazy, Lord too. I can't. Yeah, man.
Is that when you were a baby?
Yeah.
When you were born?
Yeah. All right, thank you, man.
You're welcome.
Oh, that is getting cut out. Oh my gosh. Damn. Hella shit happened, dog. I can't speak on everything, but yeah, it's I'm just glad that a little man is living a better life. I'm glad he's living a better life. You said hell no? I did ask I might keep that in. I don't know. I might hit the fucking I'll be right back. All right. Yeah, that's roll lore. Story time for another day. I got hella shit. But yeah, that's for sure something y'all never knew. I didn't think he would go that far. What the hell? That's crazy. Okay. Hey, man. I didn't expect that shit. Oh my gosh. That was not part of the plan. I should have gave him a script or something, dog. Oh my. Yo. Okay. Went to the indoor playground today and it was awesome. Kids had so much fun. I wish I had this when I was a kid. So much has changed around here ever since I was young. Feels like I'm getting used to an entirely new place. I think I read too fast. Good to hear. Did you guys have to deal with the bridge construction traffic on the interstate? Or did you take the back roads? Back roads is always better and more scenic. Greatly recommended for nature pics. We did indeed take the scenic route. What bridge are you referring to? I'll make sure to avoid it going forward. Not sure the name, but it's the one next to the old Medina County government building on the off-ramp. Okay. I forgot Medina County even existed. Do they have anything interesting going on nowadays? I'm reading too fast. Last time I heard about it was from my grandparents saying how much worse their county fair gets every year. She got no idea what be going on in Medina County, man. She got no idea. One of the places I overheard in passing from older family members, yet I've never actually been there. I didn't even know why they had a fair. I need to get out more. Sound like me. Seems like hardly anyone did. Apparently it was always overshadowed by Thrones. My bad. I was horrible. Yeah, that's where the old rich people go these days. Surely Mandela County will have it again this summer, right? I'm sure my girlfriend will want to go check it out. More into that cheap gimmicky stuff. Yep, I'll say y'all cheap. Post more pics on the main forum. Be careful though. Don't know if it's one of those dangerous areas nowadays. Yeah, don't even take out chances, bro. Don't even take out chances, bro. Yeah, Rowbell is so 2000. That's some old shit. Mandela in 4 years? 4 years is crazy. What? That's got to be a sign for something, though. Come on, now. Sends a link. Oh. Why is nobody talking about this? That's a good ass question. Cause everybody over there alternates, man. You don't think it's nothing worth worrying about? Yeah, bro, what? You know something wrong here. Damn. You got somebody over? You got family over there or something? Oh. Damn. I had a feeling. I know some for us is near the county because of how suddenly cheap the houses were getting. Damn. You never try to. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, see, after that second, you know it'll be okay, or you know it's okay. I'm like, I probably would have stopped responding right there because I'm like, why do you say that? Like, you already said something like that. Well, this nigga's alternate. He a tweaker, man. Something wrong with him. Something wrong with bro. Yeah. Is that the names of the grandparents? Oh, this nigga's an asshole. Where Deep says that we announced the passing of. I see Dennis. And announced the passing of the other one. What the hell? A memorial service will be held in blah blah blah. They were both reported missing on February 21st. They just wanted to see their granddaughter one last time. Damn, bro. How did they even find this? You gotta be like somebody's biggest op to find some shit like this. Like, you even know the grandparents' name, you just found it? All of a sudden, like, what the fuck? Oh, yeah, man. That's weird. Nah, man. Like, at this point, you... Wait. Still time, brand new, and waiting and looking for you outside of your house. What the fuck? Dog, what? What would y'all even do in this moment, dog? Like, you in your crib, you in the comfort of your own crib, and all of a sudden this shit happened, and now you don't even feel safe in your own house. I wouldn't even feel safe to move out of my room. What the hell? This shit creepy, bro. Like, she look should stop texting after a certain point, but nah, man. After you said that second, you know it's gonna be okay, okay? I'm like, bro, what? I'm like, yeah, I'm not even responding to that, bro. Like, appreciate you, cool. Not entertaining that no more. That's hell nah. Stop replying. Damn. Boy, sent an essay. What could he possibly be talking about here? Don't tell me those are the grandparents, bro. Is this the article of them, bro? Don't tell me it is, bro. What the fuck? Yo, imagine that ass having to go through that online, bro. It gets to a certain point, you just gotta stop responding. The tongue is mighty powerful, man. It's gonna get you in trouble, man. You just gotta stop talking sometimes. In her case, it's just her fingers. You gotta, like, stop typing. But honestly, I feel like that shit wasn't probably not gonna stop nothing. If we're being honest, though. Cliffhanger. Fat ass cliffhanger, though. Is there a continuation for this? Because apparently this is the last video. I don't want this to be the last video, especially after seeing that. What the hell? This is 13 days ago. Oh. The Austins have discovered cyberbullying. Yeah, because I'm like, yo, they use phones? Like, they use phones? Addison, stop. Austin did buy the computer, cracks fingers. He hit the, yeah, now I'm really about to ruin your day. Type, nah, hell nah, bro. Jarvis responds to the MAD attack with a slur. Oh, yeah, they bogus. Now, TikTok, yeah, that first video, I was like, yo, what the fuck? It slowly got worse and worse and worse. And I'm like, yo, make the Chinese spy look weak. I've been hearing about that shit too, bro. This is one dude that used to always speak on it. They thought he was lying. What the hell? So the Austins can give people metaphysical awareness syndrome through the digital technology now? That's a terrifying thought. Low key. Not even low key, high key. High key. So damn, this word ends, bro. Damn. So damn, whenever he makes a new one, I gotta subscribe though, so I can just I can kind of keep up with it too in case. Subscribe to Alex Kister. Subscribe. Let's watch a few of these. Got Yonder Wander. A plush? There's a plush? If you actually got a plush to this shit, bro, I don't know if I should be scared or like laugh. I don't know. That's supposed to be his face. Yeah, I don't know if this advertisement's really helping. Like, I don't know if it's helping you get sales. If it did, then damn. But if I'm seeing this, I'm like, nah. They got the lore badges. What, the intruder too? I'm sorry, bro. Let's say you get this place right and it's just on your bed. You come home like That shit would low-key piss me off, because, like, bro, why do you look like that? I might just punch you in the face just cause. Just cause. Cause your nose is going down to your esophagus, dude. It's not your esophagus. But it's going down. You know what I mean? It's like he's cute. It's like a freaking Chucky. Like, he's miniature sized, but he's like, he's a freaking demon. Like, now he know how to advertise. I can't even lie though. He know how to set the vibe. I gotta respect it, bro. I gotta respect it. I honestly, are they just explaining like what the thought process was here? So we can watch one of these and then switch over. Yep, in IRL lore. Oh, okay. Okay, bet. Let's do the first one. They have a Q&A too. Okay, these actually might be pretty interesting too, because I want to see the thought process for this. Volume 1. Yeah, let's do volume 1.
Phone.
Why is it at 14 minutes? I did not watch the video. All right.
Hi, really quick before the video starts, in spirit of this Volume 1 Director's Commentary video, I have some new merch. Mandela Catalog, classic, get all the ladies or men, pretty cool stuff, big flex, in the description, go buy. Hi, I'm Alex Kister, I'm the creator of the Mandela Catalog, and this is a continuation of my Director's Commentary series that I started with Overthrown, which was the first video in the series. If you haven't checked that out, highly recommend that. If you kind of want a whole backstory on how this series kind of started out, this is the next step forward, which is for Volume 1, which is the one that, you know, it's the Mandela Catalog video, the one with like million, bazillion, jillion views. For some reason, that one decided to get the most. And if you're not a avid follower of mine, you will know that there's actually some interesting backstory behind this video, because it's kind of weird how it came to be. So I did decide to continue the series after Overthrown with a video that was basically like the most typical analog horror video ever, which was the Think Principle. And yes, this was its own video at one point, and I know that's weird, but just hear me out. It all makes sense in the end. So using the inspiration that I got from Local 58, that was basically the main one. I wanted to make the Think Principle, which was...
shout out Local 58. We're finna get into them. Most likely the next... I won't say the next Thursday, but we're gonna get into them like probably in like the next week or two.
Basically kind of like throwing you into the world of this universe that I was building up coming off of Overthrown, and thought it was kind of interesting to kind of play off of like, yeah, like these things were introduced in that first video, but now it seems to be in more of a modern time period, which I thought was kind of fun and interesting to kind of have this drastic time change. So what I did is I was still working on my iPhone, so I made this video using screenshots from Canva, if you're familiar with that. Basically, like...
Hey, man. Oh, man, dog. It's crazy because, like, I'm not, like, trapping off my phone as much as I used to. But it's weird. Oh, my gosh. People that be on their phones, you have no idea sometimes, dog. But I can relate to Canva, PixArt, all that shit on my phone. Oh, my gosh. I still kind of am on that, but, like, not as excessive anymore.
Poor man's Photoshop for iPhone, at least in 2021, from what I knew. And I actually made this video, the majority of this video was made on an airplane as I was going on vacation to Myrtle Beach. And the famous image that was in that video towards the end, which wasn't included in the final Volume 1, which I'll show on screen right now, was actually taken in my hotel room. Because it was kind of a weird hotel room where it was like a suite and then there's like an extra bedroom, but whatever. Obviously that alternate was not in there. I drew that on Snapchat, believe it or not, with the drawing feature.
That's crazy, bro. You could turn, bro, a Snapchat. Yo, you could turn something like this into a whole series, bro. That's crazy. You never know, bro. Man, humble beginnings, bro, for real.
I added the little eyes as stickers and then put the VHS effect over it. Looks good as new, you know?
That looks
And I guess
scary
there's
though. That
not
looks good.
really much to talk about with this little segment because, you already know it. Everyone knows what it is. It's like, it's analog. It's 2021 style analog horror, right? Um, and something that I wish I did differently, which I tried to do a little bit better with the restored version of Volume 1, was I deeply dislike how on the nose it was. Just blatantly telling you what alternates are and stuff. I feel like that really takes away a lot of the mystique and horror
Yeah,
from
I feel
the
that.
atmosphere that I was trying to build with that. Most notably, the whole text saying KYS thing, which I can't specify because I actually want this video to be monetized. But if you know, you know. Probably my biggest mistake creatively in my entire career on YouTube so far. One, because I missed out a lot of money because that demonetized that video. Also, it was just the cringiest thing I ever could have done. I know there's a lot of people who are avid defenders of Volume 1 and specifically
What? Telling the viewer to do that though? Damn. Damn, Alex. Like he most likely ain't mean it. I guess he was just trying to excuse me. I guess he was just trying to like wait, why? Damn, bro. Shit. I want to defend you, but I don't really know much of it.
leave this segment, but as I've
You
grown
back?
as
What's
a
good,
horror
man? What's good?
creator, I held a lot of resentment over this video and this segment in particular because I nowadays believe in subtlety, which is something that I just didn't really have a grasp of at the time because I was 17 when I made this, and I was pretty new to the horror scene. I'm 21 now. And I know that sounds like, oh wow, you've really grown a lot. You're like a child still. It's like, yeah, but I feel like
Damn. 17, man. Humble begins, I'm telling you. That's some good news out of all the shit I've been going through. Let's hear it, man. Let's hear it. I'm all ears. Let's hear it, bro. Ooh, gotta get my band. What's been going on, man? Sam drops tonight. I mean, what? It's like the stuff that you already told us. Is there more stuff? Like you don't gotta specify the bad stuff, but like, is it more stuff stacking on it? That's been making it rough, or what? You don't gotta specify. Just it's just a yes no question. I don't want to pry on your business. Couldn't be more of a perfect time. Do you know how many songs he dropping though? Like just everything. Everything just stacking. It's gonna be alright, man. It's gonna be alright, man. I've told y'all everything. Okay, so everything we already know. Okay. I thought it was like something new happened, and then it just stacks on everything else that's already going on. Yeah, I know it's heavy. It's heavy. I understand. Hopefully, hey, look, hopefully the album is long enough, man. Cause you need it, man. Yeah, you love that dude, bro. I already knowing. Hopefully his songs make you feel better for real. Music is therapy, bro.
like I've grown
Seriously.
a lot over the past couple of years. I won't go off on that tangent right now. Maybe I'll say that for later. But so yeah, so from what I remember, if you watched the previous episode of this commentary, I believe I also submitted this on that Reddit for Analog Horror, and it did extremely well at the time because that's what people.
Starting the year off losing my car, then all my electronics, then the girl I thought I'd marry, then my job. It's just been a shithole. Trust me, bro. It's crazy because I deadass went through everything you just said. Not trying to compare. I'm just saying, like, I've been through everything you just said, dog. Look, it's gonna get better. You gonna hate me saying that. You probably heard everybody else saying that. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. It is. It's gonna get better before it's gonna get it's gonna get worse before it get better. Was it in a 2-month span? No, it wasn't. Nah. That's why, like, I'm not trying to compare because you was going through it in a way quicker pace than I was. Like, yeah, it was going in a way quicker pace than I was. No, legit, you're on. No, I guess you're not. I know you're not hating. No, Harry, no, you good. I could tell you're not trying to. Yeah, I know. It's just I was just saying, like, I know it's crazy because I've been through that too. It wasn't that quick. It was like it was always 2 at a time every few months, and I was like, what the fuck? Then it got slowly worse and worse and worse. I was like, damn. Hey man, but you live and you learn, bro. Ain't much you can really do after that. You just gotta be optimistic and just hope for the best. Having negative thoughts all the time sucks too, though. Like, I'm the type to always have negative thoughts. Not always, but when something doesn't go right the first time, I'm always going to expect it to go bad every time. So, you just gotta change your perspective on certain things, bro. That's really the best I could say. But yeah, the song "Man of the Year" is gonna be on repeat. That's on the new album.
People liked back then, and I think it was good for what it was, but it was like whatever. But I did want to continue this, and I did with a video called Encounter A, which is
a single for the album. Gotcha.
You know, the Mark and Caesar story. And the way that this came about was it's so funny. I remember this so vividly. I was on my couch. My bed in my bedroom. I don't have a couch in my bedroom. I was on my bed in my bedroom. I was sitting on it with my little laptop, with my school laptop actually. And I was like, I hit up my friend. I was like, hey, I'm making like a little horror video. Do you want to like voice act this with me, and we could just get over a Discord call and just talk this out? So we did. I had this little script that I wrote on my iPhone notes app, which I actually still do sometimes, and we ran through it a couple times. I absolutely had zero ear for voice acting, so I thought that this was perfectly fine at the time, and it's like, I guess it was fine. I mean, it's not like the worst thing ever, but it is pretty poor. But, you know, this was just a little passion project at the time. I had like 30 subscribers or something at the time. It was like, whatever. And this whole phone call section, which is arguably, at least from my perspective, I think that's the most popular part ever of the series. Either that or the Think Principle. But a lot of people, a lot of Mandela Catalog fans, I always get questions about like, where's Mark and Caesar? Like, we want him back so bad. And it's so interesting to me that people feel so strongly about these characters, because it's like they gave nothing, at least from my perspective. They were just kind of catalysts to tell the rest of the story. But, you know, it's just one of those things. But anyways, the thing that I liked more about this video was the whole security camera part, which I was very passionate about, as someone that has enjoyed found footage movies growing up, particularly like Paranormal Activity and stuff. I got a lot of inspiration from Paranormal Activity 3.
Telling me ever since then he never made an appearance? Damn, man. Hey, man. Mark must be a real one or something, man, or he probably just don't like voice acting.
For this section of
at this video peeps TikTok, I sent you a TikTok I made that has a snippet of a song. Okay, bet. Try to remind me if you're still here. I might forget. I ain't gonna lie. V, not A, not yeah. You good? Mark shall rise in the third of I don't know.
of these
Peak of the Prophet
camera angles at my house at the time, and I thought that this is actually my best moment from this era of my video making career. I thought it was really fun to have these little moments where, like, you get a little hint as these cameras are doing this continuous cycle, and you get little hints of something happening every time, and it kind of like leaves you waiting to come back to that camera. It's like, oh geez, is that person still there? Like, there's a little bit of context dropped every single second, which I thought was like a fun thing. Yeah. And there were very few parts of
not picking. Yeah, I would be too. I ain't gonna lie, I would be too. I'll be the false prophet that does the shit for the money. I'm just being so honest right now. I would fake and act like I know it, and I'm just doing it for the money. I'm trying to get paid, bro.
This where I made different changes to this video in later editions, but the ending of this segment was a little bit different than the one that people know now, where it was just kind of this fade in of Caesar's face, just like elongated and weird.
Script.
I was trying really hard to make this thing look spooky.
I can see that though. Yeah, usually because I ain't gonna lie, I be saying a lot, and I don't be reading off no script. Yeah, I feel if I read off a script, y'all wouldn't know. Like I can't even look up in school presentations, bro. I was always looking at the board, reading off the board, and then I was like add a little bit and then read off the board again. Man, I hated presentations, dog. Oh my gosh, I hate presentations. I don't hate nothing, but damn, I dislike it so bad, like so bad. Deducted points for not reading to the class. Bro, look, man. My teacher would be on my ass too, bro. He like, look at the board. I remember I was talking, and this one girl in the front was like, I can't hear you. And I was like, you can't hear me, you're in the front. I was like, there's no way you can't hear me, but the dude's in the back not complaining. I'm like, yo, you trying to call me out? Like, what? That's, oh my gosh. Bro, it's like, bro, I'm reading to the, like, bro, I'm like, I just don't like presentations. I don't. If I was to ever, like, if I ever get up in, like, what I do, and they want me to speak to a group of people, y'all, I'm gonna record a video and I'll send it to y'all, man. Y'all play that, because I don't know if I'll be able to do it. I got a B+ for rushing a senior presentation about rushing a senior presentation. What? You got a B for rushing a senior presentation about rushing a senior presentation. That's crazy. I never heard that before. That's actually crazy. What the hell? That's mad creative too. I never thought of some shit like that. You must have winged that shit or something, bro. Did you? Man, what? The thing is, if it's something so relatable, it's easy to talk about it, but they gave us shit that I had, most of the time I don't have much knowledge in, like, in doing. You know what I mean? Not just like knowing shit, just in doing. Hell, winged it? I'm about to say, yo, like, how much time did you put into that? Because it didn't sound like it was a lot. And the thing, like I said, if it's relatable, you can talk for days. So that probably was pretty smooth for you. I had to get a 5-minute slide presentation about myself one time in college. Legit shit my pants the whole time. It's so crazy, bro. Like, shit like that, I be feeling like got the paper in like 3 days, maybe 2. What? No, I don't know. Like, presentation's gonna be the death of me, bro. Like, I'm boring. What do you mean I have to talk about myself for 5 minutes? Dead ass, bro. Like, dead ass. When people are like, let's do icebreaker questions. Like, what's your favorite thing to do? Gym, sleep. That's it. Like, is there anything else? Eat. Like, bro, what else do you want me to say? Like, what the? I'm not like I'm not a bubbly person, mind you. Like, I don't know. Like, what do you want? What else do you want me to say, bro? Mind you, they had the class prep for a whole month, and you got a B+ for 2-3 days. Yeah, Pika, you him, bro. You him, bro.
Spooky, and it was really corny. And his eyes fade in a little bit, and then it just says like recording end.
Oh, yeah,
and then that was it. It was like, okay, I mean, like, it's fine, I guess, but it's I don't know. I remember like a lot of people saying, like, because I used to have this video public, and I remember a lot of people used to say like, oh, that was actually pretty scary, dude. I think it was scarier than the later version. I was like, well, I guess whatever.
Like,
but as
I
you know,
play video games.
it was pretty similar to what happened in the volume 1, where it just kind of, the presentation was a little bit more interesting, you know, and that ended up being a really popular segment of that video too, which, you know, one of those good early moments, I guess. Now, the next video that came after that, the next little clip was called Mark's Soliloquy, which was, in the context of Volume 1, it was the whole part where he's in his room, and, you know, he has, like...
I'm trying not to pause too much, but, like, what's the thing y'all be doing when y'all, like, when you're speaking, like, when you're low-key nervous? Like, because for me, like, when I'm standing doing a presentation, I'm always trying to crack my fingers or trying to find something to crack on my body. Like, I'm always trying to crack something, you know what I mean? Pause. But, like, I'll do my neck, I'll stand there and do my neck, or I'll just go to try to crack all my fingers at once. Guys, one time I even tried to crack my leg. Like, I deadass play a song for 2 minutes to describe my personality. Oh my gosh, bro. When I try to do that, the teacher was like, you can only play a song, you can only play a clip for like 30 seconds and then no more clips. Bro, come on, what else do you want me to say, bro? I just don't like talking. I don't like talking when I feel like I shouldn't. I don't. I'm very minimalistic when it comes to talking. Like, I'll keep it so simplistic with you. I'm gonna keep it a meme, but I'll be yapping my ass off on here though, as y'all can tell.
Nobody's coming to save me or whatever. And I actually cannot watch this clip because it actually got removed from YouTube, which I didn't even know until now. I'm in YouTube Studio. I don't really know why. I think it could be because there was the like really piss poor image that I made again with the Snapchat drawing tool of my corpse, of Mark's corpse after, you know, he does the deed. And there was a little section towards the beginning of this video where my good friend Faith and
I could come up with shit for the tell us your most disliked subject because I would have got expelled in an instant. Also, I be swinging side to side like I'm swinging my balls. Dog, wait, what? Nah, we gotta. Wait, what? So wait, you talking about like, is your legs like this, or is your legs spread out? Like, are you standing up straight, or is your legs out like this? Don't tell me you going like these, bro, cause like these is crazy, bro. You got no way you like, nah, bro. You gotta be standing up like these, bro. There's no way, bro. Come on. Spread out, but like not eagle spread it. Okay. So you kind of like these. You Harry be like these. He be like, yo, that's crazy. Hey, nah, bro. Mine is tapping my heel. Ooh, that's common too. I don't be doing my legs though. I always be crack man. I'll be like this. My hands are always like this. Or I'm just doing this. I'm always trying to crack something on my body every time. I'll go like this. Y'all hear this? Hold on. Yep. I'll be trying to crack everything, bro. Everything. Let him, I said, breathe, twin. I be sweating, bruh. That's why I wear sweatpants, bro. Because I am not trying to deal with that shit. At all, bro.
I know you're watching this. Recorded this little clip that was supposed to be of one of Mark's friends kind of calling in, asking like where he is and stuff. And I really, really like this part a lot. And I forgot. It was either because I genuinely just forgot to add this into volume 1 for some reason, which doesn't really make any sense because I typically would just port videos into it, or I think it also was because it didn't really make any sense as found footage because at the time, you know, obviously I do more live action stuff now with this series.
Harry, you're not wrong though. I ain't gonna lie, you're not wrong at all. Like, personality is still the same, but like, there's a lot of shit I either over exaggerate. Like, I'm gonna keep it a bean. Sometimes when I type the crying emoji, I'm not laughing. I'm letting out a little chuckle, but I'm not like crying. I'm dead. It's not that funny, but it's funny. You know what I mean? Like, there's a little stuff like that here and there. You know, you'll tell if you know, you feel like, you know, like, you know what I mean? I feel like when I'm really laughing, I send minimal emojis. If I'm sending crazy, like a crazy amount of emojis, sometimes, not all the time, sometimes I don't. Yeah, Harry, yeah, you know, bro. 59K, god damn, boy. 59K, man. You had 54K, man. You cheating, bro. When I'm dead laughing, I type it out. Like, yeah, I noticed that too, though. Like, I'm more like minimal when it comes to like when I'm dead ass laughing. Either I'm just sending laughing emojis or I'm sending words with less laugh. It's complicated, low key, but usually you'll know if I'm just laughing. If I send you a LOL, I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing at all. That's like me going like, That's like me look at you, looking you dead in your face, and I'm like, that shit like, that got to be some corny shit.
But at the time I was like, okay, this needs to be found footage. It all needs to be coming from a camera. But this little section was when this phone call was happening.
When you see this, I'm not there. Oh, me. I remember I sent somebody, I'm crying with the emojis, and I was just like, no. Just to act like, you know, the shit was funny. Like,
it was just like a still image of Mark's window, and then the light was coming, like illuminating it, supposedly being like the phone machine was lighting up for this voicemail or something. It's like, I don't know. That iconic clip of, you know, Mark's recording inside of his room towards his door because Caesar's there, saying like there's someone outside my door, or whatever. That was actually recorded on inside of my dorm room, which I'm surprised it came across looking realistic enough. I thought people were just gonna know what that was, but I was there for a very short time because it was just a short little summer camp thing that I was at, and it was weird because later on in the series' life I kind of had to retcon that because I didn't have access to that room anymore. So my actual house bedroom ended up being Mark's room later. And funny thing about, you know, when Mark says, "You fucking bastard," you know, his big line, that was like, I'm me as a person, I don't yell I don't yell at all. Like, anyone who knows me knows this. I'm like decently soft spoken, so that was the last time that I ever actually yelled like that, ever, which was 2021, which is kind of funny. And it's 2025 now. That's the last time that I've ever yelled that much. And it was when I was driving in my car at night to my dorm, and I was like thinking, okay, I gotta like record this little clip of me yelling. I remember doing it in my car, and I was like that was kind of cringy, and I don't like hearing myself do weird, crazy things like that.
I know, yeah.
And then, you know, what happens next? The gunshot, and then
my homeboy sent me a cringe ass TikTok. I sent him crying emojis. He replied with, "If you don't fucking laugh, I'm gonna touch you worse than Cosby ever woulda." Did you laugh at that? Or were you just faking it? Like, were you just fake laughing now? Oh my god, I didn't expect that reaction. Oh, I didn't expect him to say that. That's fucking crazy. Yo, what? What the fuck? I mean, like, usually when it comes to my friends, if I'm sending them a laughing emoji, they know I'm laughing. It's just not like heavy laughing. Like, if I'm dying, I'm most likely not gonna send an emoji. Like, if I'm dying, because I'm not gonna have the time to send an emoji and to let you know I'm laughing. You know, I'm just gonna type it out. That's casual, to be honest. We're unhinged. I didn't expect him to. Did Bill Cosby ever woulda? Yo, that's mad. Freak ass conversation,
the gradual
bro.
footsteps coming up.
Yo.
And then that image that I just plucked off of Google Images, looking up like creepy criminal
Google Images? He's a fraud. No, I'm kidding.
Composite sketch face things.
He must have edited it or something, bro.
Which, you know, he's just in frame for like 15 seconds with the breathing. And I actually like the ideology of this scare, quote unquote, is something that I still stand by nowadays, but I feel like that was just the most blatant showing of it without anything else. And I think it was fine. I just really wish that it was original and not like just a picture that I got from somewhere else. But, you know, I got my point across. It was fine at the time. Again, you have to, like, I obviously feel this way now, but at the time, it's like I didn't really know any better because I had, like, nobody really knew what the series was. You
should expect that, to be honest, from me. Do you not remember what I asked you earlier? You talking about on Snapchat?
Compared to now. So I enjoyed after that segment came in this, before I made Volume 1, obviously, this next segment was called Emergency Call Operator Training, which sounds like if you asked ChatGPT to make a title for an analog horror video, it would be that. But, this is easily my least favorite part of this entire thing, this video, because it was just, text on screen, stock video. It's followed the analog horror formula, which was normal thing, scary thing, and then but again, at the time, it's like that was serviceable. I don't really have much to say about this one. I think the way that I went about it with the restored version was much better. I remember this easily. I think this took me like a day to make in my dorm room. So yeah, there's that. Nothing much to say about that one.
It's crazy though, like when he because I remember when first seeing the first volume for the Mandela catalog, there was like that face we seen earlier in this video. That was supposed to be there. I ain't gonna lie, if I seen that for the first time, I would have been scared as shit. But the other one that was, I forgot what it was replaced to, or what it was replaced as. That didn't really, didn't move me. But I guess it's more about being real ambience and just, more mysterious with it. I don't know. But I know he just didn't want to bring like a jump scare vibe or like a boom. Everybody got their own version of things. So yeah, but that would have had me low key more scared because that picture is crazy. You were the chosen one, Anakin. You were sworn to the sword of the Sith, not join the Sith. Anakin is gone. One of my remains. I just read that so fucking wrong. Anakin is gone. I am what remains. So you Vader now. Is that what you just saying? You Vader. You Vader, man. You Vader. So was Anakin like your good guy side or like what? What does Anakin represent? The good guy side, and then like what? This is just like a new version of you? I turn him into what I swore not to be. Hey, you become what you hate the most, man. You live long enough to see yourself turn into the villain. Anakin was my W, and before Haley. Oh, Anakin was me with and before Haley. Okay. Hey, man. Canon event, bro. Canon event, bro. Canon event. It happens to the best of us, dog. Happens to the best of us, man.
And then came the last segment of this suite of videos, per se, was the toddler stress assessment video, which this segment, when I uploaded it on its own, the title was just called Trauma. And this one was probably one of my favorites. I think it was my favorite at the time. And it's so weird because I'm on YouTube Studio right now and I'm seeing how often I was uploading these. I was uploading these like 10 days apart, which is so crazy now because now it's like it takes me like a year to make a volume and stuff like that. But, it was easy at the time. I was doing this on my phone. But I don't really have much to say about this except for the one notable part, which is, the intruder. And this is the first time that I used some of my childhood fear influences into one of my videos, because I have a video on my second channel where I talk about this VHS tape that used to terrify me when I was like 3 and 4, where it was like a baby sensory video, kind of like the 90s version of like Coco Melon, where it was called Baby Einstein, and it was basically like all these like baby toys being played with, but they had a lot of puppets too. And there's this one part where this green dragon puppet would come on screen, and it was just this void black background. He would waddle on screen, you would look around a little bit, and then he would do this jump scare at you. I know it's not actually a jump scare, but it felt like it at the time. With his tongue out, his mouth opens. He was like FNAF, bro. That was scary as like a little child. And
what? That shit wouldn't scare me, but I'd probably look at him like, yo, he is probably more than meets the eye. Call some Transformers shit. Who remembers Baby Einstein? I do remember Baby Einstein. Not much of it though. Not much of him though. But I remember Baby Einstein.
When you're a kid at that age, you don't know what the hell just happened. It's like especially if you were like me and got scared by it and was frightened. And I had nightmares and nightmares about this for years and years and years after that. And the reason why that impacted me so much is because when I look back at that, I think, okay, what made that video so weird to me as a kid? And this is what it was. It was this video that was obviously geared towards children, which, you know, the toddler stress assessment is made for kids. Kids are supposed to be watching that in universe. And then all of a sudden, for no reason, with a plain, like, solid color background with no context whatsoever, there's just this thing that appears on screen. And that was the intruder. And that kind of mirrored how I felt about that puppet thing. Because it's like, why? Why is that there? That's what creeped me out so much. And I wanted to kind of put that in a video, just kind of hoping that, you know, like, I was hoping that there was some people who kind of would feel the same way. And it seemed like it did, because that ended up being, you know, like, the other famous part. So I uploaded that last segment on July 30th of 2021, which meant that about a week later I was going to be at marching band camp at college. That was going to be my first year of college. And I was actually going to be majoring in percussion performance, because I thought that that's what my life was going to be at the time, because I was a band kid in high school, and I was really passionate about that. So what I did was I figured I would take all these little videos that I made over the summer, which was Think Principle, Encounter A, Mark Soliloquy, Emergency Call Operator Training, and Trauma, into one cohesive package that I just uploaded as the Mandela Catalog Volume 1. And then that was just going to be it. I figured, you know, like, this is fine. I'm just going to leave it as it is. The reason why I didn't include Overthrown was because I felt like I was just going to leave Overthrown as its own thing, because it felt so different than the rest of Volume 1. I felt like Volume 1, like, it was all the same aesthetic and stuff of these analog horror tapes in the 90s and stuff. Overthrown was a little more abstract. And then while I was on the tail end of my time in college, which was very short-lived because I found out very quickly that it was not for me and I wanted to pursue this instead, there was this moment where, you know, since I was a music major, we were doing a lot of little concerts in the concert hall. And I remember as I was getting ready and we were just waiting in the percussion room, waiting to go on stage, I was just on my phone scrolling through Twitter, and I saw a video from Wendigoon's girlfriend Kayla, showing him they were watching The Think Principle on, like, a TV or something. I was like, whoa. I was, like, freaking out. I was like, because I've been watching Wendigoon for a couple months, like, for the last couple months of my senior year of high school through summer. Like, that was insane. And I remember, like, showing, like, my other, like, friends in the room with me, even though they didn't, like, I wasn't even that close with them either. I was just, like, so excited. I was like, guys, like, these people, like, they're watching my video.
Bro,
and
imagine,
that was just
what? Imagine the feeling, bro. Like, imagine, like, all y'all favorite YouTubers are, like, people, like, y'all been watching for years, or, like, for a good minute, and you respect their work. They watching your video. Imagine that feeling, bro. That's gotta be an amazing ass feeling, bro. Like, what? I'll be freaking geeking. I'll be geeking though, but, like, knowing me, I'll probably keep it to myself though. I wouldn't probably tell anybody. I probably would have been like, probably would have just posted it and then just went about my day. But I'll still be happy as shit. That's like Corey looking in your stream right now. He ain't going. That's never gonna happen. But that would be fire. Like, imagine, bro, if Corey was in this. Oh my, bro, I'm y'all gonna hear that till the grave. They got secrets they keep to the grave. Y'all gonna hear that to the grave. That's a flex. But I'm not the type to flex though. I'm gonna be like, yo, like. that would be crazy.
Such a fun moment for me, and then that ended up really doing a lot too, because then soon after that I got hit up by Mr. Wendigoon himself on, I think it was Twitter, and he ended up making a video about it, and then that was crazy. And I remember my mom coming over on the weekends to visit me in my dorm, and she would get Culver's. We would eat in my dorm, and then we would watch. I would, on my TV in my dorm, I would pull up Wendigoon's video about it. It was so fun. It was so was so humbling to see something like that. That was so huge for me. And then of course that like sent the series into the stratosphere, volume 1, because like even though the think principle is what people saw the most, volume 1 is the video that got the most attention out of it. It was just getting millions of views. Now it has like 14 million, I think, and that was pretty massive. And something that I'm just realizing now as I'm looking at YouTube Studio is that I forgot to talk about Intruder Alert, which was August 17th of 21, which was about 2 weeks after Volume 1 came out. And I don't really, there's not really much to talk about for Intruder Alert. It was kind of a continuation of that Toddler Stress Assessment video, of course, which maybe I'll dedicate a video to that, but that Intruder Alert video does kind of fit into this whole thing that I was talking about. It did happen in that span, but that's kind of its own thing, its own beast, because that did do a lot for the lore and stuff. And I remember that was a big talking point for, like, in the Wendigoon video too, which again, I need to say, I hope he's watching this. I am so eternally grateful that you made those Mandela Catalog videos, because that seriously, like, basically gave me a job with this stuff. And I was able to, like, I will say, like, for a good, ending to this little part of the story, was I was able to leave college because I started a Patreon for Mandela Catalog, and people were actually doing it. I was like, oh geez, I can like do this sustainably for a little bit and kind of dedicate myself to this stuff for a while. And that was so enjoyable and so grateful for that. And I'm just still, like, I don't take that for granted. For
sure. But
I won't ramble anymore. I think that's all I'm going to say for now. That was the story of Volume 1, which was, obviously the most important video of my creative career, even though I am not like the biggest fan of it creatively nowadays. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, like, go watch the restored version if you haven't already. It's definitely different, and I try to do some things a little more subtly. It is canon though, and I'm not going to be doing restored things for every single early video, because I don't want my channel to just be like, oh, remake, because when you think about it,
it's like an artist. Every time an artist gets a song, it's like always having a slow reverb version or a faster version every time the song comes out. It's like one of those. So yeah, just don't be one of those. That's
I've literally done 3 versions of some of those early parts of the video. That Encounter A thing with the Mark and Caesar skull, there's 3 versions of that, which I don't want to do. Like, I'm yeah,
that's tiring too, though. That's tiring too.
Anyways, again, check out the merch. Pretty cool stuff, and look at the other stuff on there. I got a million other things. I even got some stuff for Mystifying Oracle, for all the 47 Mystifying Oracle fans out there. Shout out to you guys. But yeah, I got a lot of Mandela Catalog stuff on there too. Check it out. I got posters, shirts and posters. Got some stickers, BPS stickers. Pretty awesome. I have one on my laptop right now. Kind of a flex. Good quality stuff. Heavily recommend. Definitely not biased. But yeah. Thanks for watching. This is kind of a long one. I'm approaching on half an hour now. Let's see. Next will be, I guess next I'll talk about, maybe next video we'll be talking about Intruder Alert and Exhibition, perhaps? Maybe I'll just skip to Volume 2. We'll see. Anyways, that'll be all for today. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe. I mean, you don't have to subscribe, honestly. But please like.
He sounds just like me. I be saying the same shit. Yeah.
And you know what? If you don't want to subscribe, what you could do? Please buy my merch, because I got a big project coming, and I need money to stay afloat while I'm doing that. I'll be making a big announcement video about that soon. Very exciting stuff. Bigger than anything I've ever done on this channel before. If you follow me on socials, you probably know what I'm referring to. But if you don't, I'm gonna keep it a secret, because you're gonna see a cool announcement video coming for Mandela Catalog stuff. I'm very, 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 very passionate about. Something I've been working on for approaching 3 years now. on the side in the background. But yeah, buy merch, subscribe if you want. I'm at 1 million subscribers somehow. Don't know how I pulled that off. So I don't really need to ask for subs anymore. But do if you want to stay in touch. Turn on.
Nah, facts. After a mill, I'm like, yo, like at this point, like y'all should know what I'm about. You know, if you don't like me, you don't like me. If you don't want to sub, don't. Like I'm not even gonna bring it there. You know what I mean? Yeah. He got merch. Hey, we seen the merch ads and stuff like that. If I were to ever have merch though, I know right now I'm not worthy of merch. I'm not really in a position where I can. Nor even if I had the opportunity, I wouldn't even do it because I don't really know what I would do. Like design really is everything, and like I it's not a when it get there, But if my ass would probably do some freaking beanies or bonnets on some shit, because I'm always wearing it every single day. If I'm not wearing a beanie, I'm wearing a hat. If I'm not wearing a hat, I'm wearing a beanie. It's like, man. Or if I'm not wearing a hat, I'm wearing a bonnet. I said beanie. I'm flipping them around. Yeah, okay. Into the mind of Alex kissed her. Kissed her. I still can't believe that's. I always think of it like that every time.